Good morning, guys. So get ready with me to do a full face of high-end and drugstore favorites. On my lips today, I'm using the e.l.f. Squeeze Me Lip Balm. This is so moisturizing. I love the tint, and they're super, super affordable. Perfect just to like put in your purse, put in your pocket at work. They're so good. I love them so much. For my hydration today, I use the Rhode Glazing Milk. I love this so much. I can't even hate. I love it. Anyway, so good. For my primer today, because I love primer, I'm just going to use two. I'm going to use the Hard Candy Hydrating Primer on the outside of my face. On the inside of my face, I'm going to use my Danessa Myricks Balm. You guys know I love that with all my heart. So I'm just going to put this on the outside just like this. Just make sure it gets nice and tacky. This is a pretty good dupe for the e.l.f. I love it. It's really good. And my Danessa Myricks Balm, Skin Blurring Balm. This is so good. If you're, say you don't want to wear any makeup at all, and you just want to perfect your skin, and you want to take away all the redness, this is amazing. I will never stop purchasing this product. It is phenomenal for oily skin. It really helps with the oils, and it literally just perfects your skin. I don't know what's in this, but Danessa Myricks is that girl. So, just like that, everything feels really nice, really even and smooth. Today, for my base, I just want something really easy. I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. You guys know I love this stuff so much. It's super good for oily skin too. And it just blends like an absolute dream. I love it. So just put it on the face like so. Just like this. Like this. I love it. You could probably even put this in with just your fingers, and it would probably still blend. That's how great this stuff is. But I am going to use brushes today, as usual. You guys know that I am a brush girl through and through. So I'm just rubbing it in with my fingers. This is usually what I do. Make sure I get it on my neck. You always want to take your foundation down your neck. Very, very, very important. So I literally just like pat it in like this. You don't want to go like this to your foundation. You always want to pat in your foundations. This is just an e.l.f. brush. I have like, I don't know, 4 of these. I just love them so much. They're so good. I love it. I'm going to make the light a little brighter, guys. Bear with me for a second. There we go. Much better. Okay. Perfect. Always make sure you put your foundation into your hairline. You want everything to blend. Okay. I hope everyone had a really good weekend. I hope everyone is enjoying the Sephora sale so far. Getting all the goodies you want. It is favorite time of the year for many people, including myself. I am not shopping this one, which is okay. You don't ever have to shop any sale. Use what's in your collection, but the next sale I will be shopping big time. I just have a lot of stuff. I have a cart, and my cart, you guys are gonna laugh. My cart is 90 something items. Like, I can't add anything else. So there's definitely a lot of stuff that I really, really want. Some refills as well, but I am gonna wait. But best believe next one, I'm definitely shopping, because Sephora is like my heaven. Literally. I feel like we all feel that way. For my under eyes today, because my dark circles are a little bit too dark, I'm using the Calorie Hideaway. I love this stuff. It's so beautiful. I let it set for like a second, probably like 15-20 seconds. It gets a little bit not even tacky, but it gets really nice to the point where it provides more coverage, just like if you were to let a concealer set. So that I really enjoy about that. So we're just gonna wait, and then I'll just put it in a little bit like this. And this is like great if you're in a rush and you do not have time to like actually put concealer or whatever the situation is. Just put this on under your eyes, and like you can literally just go run some errands because it brightens. Like, look how nicely that brightens. It's so gorgeous. I love it. I love all Calorie products. They're great. Okay. So now I'm going to do my concealer today. I'm using the Kosas. This is just a little small size. I have so many concealers that if something isn't like my favorite or I'm trying it for the first time, I will buy a smaller size. And then if I love it, I'll just buy a bigger size. So just like this. I like the shade of this. It is very nice and brightening. For my brows today, I'm using the She Glam. If you know, you know. I don't use anything else for my brows. And as you know, my brows are tattooed, so I just go over them. Brows are very boring, but it's very satisfying when they're done. I don't know if anyone else feels that way, but once my brows are done, I feel so much more confident, like I can take on the day, and then the rest of the makeup is just so enjoyable. But for some reason, doing the brows is such a pain. I wish we were all blessed with amazing brows. How good would that be, eh? I hope everyone had a good weekend, restful weekend. If you went out with your friends, I hope you guys had a blast and everyone was safe. Take Uber, take taxi, do not drive if you are drinking. Do not drive. It is not worth it at all. It's really rainy here today. I live in Mississauga, but right now I'm in Oshawa and it's just really rainy. It's a perfect Sunday to like watch movies and relax. I always make Sunday a day of relaxation, no stress, getting ready for the work week, and just not making plans ever. I'm always here on weekends, and then I drive home and I get ready for work, and then it's the work week. As I'm sure most people, that's what their Sundays are about. So I hope everyone had a very restful, relaxing weekend. I can't wait for the warmer weather to finally show up. I'm so excited for pool days and beach days. This winter was pretty brutal. It was really brutal. I was not a fan. Okay. That's as good as they're gonna get today. But we're good. We're done. Okay. So now I'm going to set the concealer. You get much better coverage if you wait. Even if you wait like 20 seconds for your concealer, you're still gonna get better coverage. I wait as long as I can because I love the finish. Pat in with the warmth of your fingers is really good for your concealer. Your fingers are always your best tool. I love to say that. That's one of my favorite sayings. Beautiful. So now we look like we got a lot of sleep. We look good. I think today for my blush. I'm going to use the CoverGirl True Blend Skin Enhancer Blush Balm. These are stunning. I love them so much. This color is beautiful. So I'm just going to put that on like this. Normally, I would probably just put the brush on the balm and then put it on my skin. But this blends really nicely, so I'm not worried. It's really, really stunning. Look at this color. It is the perfect color for probably most skin tones, honestly. If you have a really, really deep complexion, I feel like this would be really pretty. It would look like just a flush of color. It would look beautiful. And for lighter skin tones, this is honestly probably the perfect shade of like blushing blush, you know, when you just want to look flushed. It's so good. There we go. Stunning. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it so much. Okay, guys, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna set my face. But before that, I'm just gonna use the Merit Stick. I have a little blemish right here. I'm gonna use the Merit Stick. I love the Merit Stick for anything, really. You could do your full face with this little stick, make yourself look perfected, or you could just cover up blemishes. And let me tell you, it is so good. I love it so much. Today for my powder, I'm going to be using the Kimchi Chic. If you know, you know. It is beautiful drugstore and performs like high end, which I love. So just the first thing you want to do is you always want to set the under eye before anything else so that you don't get creases. If you get creases, pat them out and then powder. And this blurs the pores like nobody's business. It's super amazing. And look how nice that blush is, even under the powder. Again, I am an oily skin girly, so I do heavily salt. And then at the end, I always use powder. If I have like a lot of time and I'm like going to an event or something, I'll do a couple rounds of setting spray, because usually when you're going to an event, you need your makeup to last a long time. But if I'm just going to work, I just do the setting spray right after all my makeup is completed, just to give an extra set to everything. There's no rules to makeup. That's my favorite thing about makeup. You can be as artistic as you want. You can make as many mistakes as you want, and there are no consequences, because guess what, guys? You just wash it off. So never be hard on yourself. Just do what makes you happy. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. It's not a big deal. I have so many days where I'm like, I'm not feeling my makeup today, and it is what it is. And then the next day, I'll love my makeup again. So I think it, as a woman, is just part of like hormones and stuff. You might just not be feeling the best about yourself, but it's okay. We're human, right? Okay, so I am well set. A little bit more there. Perfect. Well set. Love that. Blemish covered. Love that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of powder blush on top of that. So I'm using the CoverGirl True Blend Skin Enhancer. This one is in shade Rose Latte. Super beautiful. It is super pretty. Put it on top, and it just gives you a little extra boost. This is very pretty. This is like, I'm pretty today. I love it. You feel so like feminine with this color. That's how I feel. I feel feminine. Okay, now for bronzer, I'm going to use an oldie but a goodie, the Milani in shade Suntan. This is such an old school bronzer, but guys, you know, it is the best. Just going to put them right on top of the blush. If you ever feel like your blush or anything is too far down, take some powder on a puff and just, and then you can let it bake if you want. or you could just wipe it off and it's just going to clean up everything. If you haven't powdered yet, another trick is you could take some concealer and just like that and then rub it in, and then that will also perfect anything. But the easiest, quickest is just to use some setting powder with a puff and just do that. Always make sure your bronzer goes into your hairline. You want everything to blend. You don't want anything to look funny. My hair's a mess, sorry guys. It's hair washing day, so the hair goes up. Okay, that looks really nice. I'm really happy with that. We love that. What I'm gonna do right now, because I just want to brighten up my under eye just a tad, is I'm gonna use the One Size Turn Up the Base Stage White. This is super nice, especially if you just want to brighten up the under eye. Look at that. Stunning, I love it. Nice bright under eye, and it's like giving you a little bit of extra coverage and setting a little bit more. And don't worry, when you spray setting spray, it's gonna all mesh together. It's not gonna look heavy or anything. I don't want anything to look heavy ever. So I'm gonna give myself a little bit of a spray. So I'm gonna use the NYX the face glue. I love this so much. Oh my gosh. Give it a good shake. Always give liquids a good shake. Love it. I used to have one of those adorable little fans that I would put on my wall, and then I would dry my face like that. I need to get one again from Amazon because that thing was literally my favorite. I had it for a couple years, but it dried out and I just haven't repurchased, but it was super cheap and I just love it so much. So that is definitely something I'm going to purchase again soon. It's super helpful for your makeup. It dries everything in like 2 seconds, literally. It's so good. Okay, so now we're going to prime our eyes, and of course I'm just going to use my Pharmacy eye primer. I've just been loving this lately. You can just use concealer or your foundation to prime your eyes. I do prefer using a specific eye primer for my eyes. I have hooded eyes and my eyelids get a little bit oily. So for me, I just really like the shades of eye primers for some reason over a concealer over my eyes. I definitely do use concealer though, but if I have an eye primer with me, I'm gonna mostly choose that. I just really love eye primers. The P. Louise ones are like the best. I love them so much. Okay, so eyes are primed. We're looking good, guys. Now today for our eyes, we're just gonna do a simple eye look. But I'm going to use the Too Faced Born This Way Sunset Stripped palette. I love this palette. It smells. Oh, it's like the most beautiful perfume ever. It's so stunning. I love that smell. I smell all my products. I love having scent in my products. I know a lot of people do not at all. I'm just one of those people. I just love it for some reason. I love it. Just makes you feel more elevated. So I'm going to take the shade right here. It's called Golden Hour. And I'm just going to create a crease with that. And I'm going to pull it up. This creates lift on the eye. This color is almost, it's pretty exact to the blush actually. I wasn't even planning that. This is just my favorite color in the palette. So just create a nice crease. Today's going to be easy eye, nothing crazy. Just give it a nice blend. Blend it into the bronzer and the blush. And then at the end, you can always go over like this and further blend. See how it's like blended in? It's cohesive. You just want everything to look nice and even. A little bit more on the eye. I love this color so much. It's super pretty, pretty, pretty. Like that. And I'm gonna go under the eye. You want to use a small brush for under the eye. You can use a big brush too, but it's just a lot easier, I find. So I'm going to use a tiny brush like this, and I'm going to be really exact under the eye. This is what I do for 99% of my eye looks. Sometimes I'll do like a cut crease or halo eye, but for the everyday, I just know this is the quickest eye that I can do if I'm doing like shadow, and it always works. So I think the trick is not trying to follow trends per se. Find what works for your eyes, find what works for your schedule, and then when you have more time, then you practice on like the fun things. But when it comes to like perfecting your quick makeup look, do what works for your face. I remember COVID times when I wasn't at work for a couple months. I obviously had so much time to like practice makeup, practice what I like. So I would literally spend like 3 or 4 hours on my makeup. I loved it. It was so relaxing to me. It kept my anxiety down. And I just figured out that this exact type of eye is what always works for me. So that made me really happy, and I've been able, I can honestly do like this type of face really quick. I could probably do this face in like 15 minutes if I'm like really rushing, and it will still look good because over time I've just been able to like perfect it. So just find what works for you, and that's it. I'm just gonna put a little bit more of this under my eye. I have very watery eyes like all the time, but it's mostly just this eye. So there are days where I'll do my makeup, and I don't know if it's because it's so early in the morning when I go to work, but my eye will water, and all the makeup here, like it's already starting, all the makeup here will literally wash away, and it drives me nuts. I'm like, why is this happening? Why is my one eye so watery? The only thing that helps is Botox. The Botox stops it from running. The Botox is wearing off, so that is why it's getting runny. So what I'm gonna do, super easy eye, and it looks really nice. Do a little bit more. Just the one color eye. I'm gonna put some shimmer, of course. You guys know I love my shimmers. So for shimmer today, I'll use it from the palette, and then I'm gonna add something else. So from the palette, I'm gonna put the shimmer right beside it. It's called Shell, yeah. So I'm just gonna use my finger. I always use my finger for my shimmers. It just goes on the best. And I'm just gonna scatter that. This also is helping to minimize the runny eye effect that takes away my makeup. Drive me nuts. So I'm just gonna go like that. Just some subtle shimmer under the eye. I'm really happy with how that looks. Perfect. Okay, so a little bit of extra oomph. The Fenty. This is the Fenty Diamond Bomb in How Many Carats. This is beautiful. I am definitely going to use this on my wedding day. That is how much I love this. I want to look like a shimmery goddess. And this is what's going to definitely be one of the shimmers that I'm going to use. Definitely on my wedding day for sure. So today I'm going to use some eyeliner because I want a little bit of sultriness to the look. This is the Wonder Skin eyeliner. It's a longwear eyeliner in shade 1440. It's a deep brown. These legit last so long in the waterline. I bought this off of I think I saw an ad over and over and over again on Instagram. I was like, okay, let me just try. You know how sometimes you do that and then you regret it? I was like, whatever, let's just try. Nope. These stay all day in the waterline. They're beautiful. See how it just gives a little bit of an extra salty oomph to the eyes? I love that. For my eyeliner, a good trick is the older you get, you want to get a little bit lighter in eyeliner. So because I'm 39 years old, sometimes I'll use a black eyeliner. Most of the time now I use like a deep brown or a brown. It just looks so much prettier on like the older your eyes get. So that's a good trick. Stay away from the black because it closes your eyes, and go towards brown the older you get. So I'm gonna do a really thin line. Gently pull. If you ever have to pull your eye, be as gentle as humanly possible. The eyes are so delicate. Okay, so I'm gonna follow the bottom lash line and go up like that. Same on the other eye. Follow the bottom lash line and go up. Pretty even, which is good. Whoops. Sometimes they're not even, and I choose my favorite eye and I'll copy the other eye. I'll just take like a little Kleenex or like a little towel and I'll just gently wipe it. I'll like redo the crease part and then just redo the liner. It happens all the time. Don't be hard on yourself if that happens. So a little thicker today so that it looks more wing-like. There we go. So there's like my wing. Happy with that. For mascara today, I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty. Hella thick. This is super phenomenal mascara. I love it. This is probably my second favorite next to the Essence one that you guys know I love. This is really good though. Fenty did it with this mascara. Your eyelashes get legit hella thick. Mascara is such a personal thing, you know, like one person might absolutely love, love, love a mascara, and the next person might be like, this is horrible. Like, bro, this is one coat. How stunning is this? Like, for example, the Clio mascara, the one that was like viral, all of my favorite YouTubers were using it. So I'm like, I need to try it after like a long time. And I don't like it at all. I'm so picky with mascara. If I don't get blown away after the first coat, I'm usually like, eh. I found it was such a dry formula. And it just didn't give me what I wanted. Like, this is one coat of Fenty. This is what I look for in my mascara. I'm gonna have to say this could be my favorite high-end mascara ever. I love all Fenty products. All Fenty products. I love everything to do with Fenty. I love all her body care, her facial care. I love her hair care, but her makeup is top, top, top. I love Fenty. I will always buy Fenty. I am a huge, huge supporter of Fenty. I love Rihanna. So just put a little bit on the bottom. Most of the time I don't put mascara all the way over. I'll do it like halfway. I just find it looks better for some reason. I don't know why. There. You see how amazing that mascara is? It's so good. So I'm just going to take a little bit more eyeshadow now that the bottom eyelashes are done. And I'm just going to add just a little bit more. I also want to blend in that eyeliner a little bit. There we go. So good. Okay, a little bit more shimmer. Shimmer. Okay. Because I'm a little bit extra, I'm going to take some of the Patrick Ta We Need Better Lighting. This is the shimmer. These are expensive, but oh my gosh, are they worth it? Guys, they are so worth it. Like, look at that. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. I wish I didn't love it so much, but These are stunning, stunning shimmers. I have another one too. Super worth it in my opinion. Like, ooh, we are good. We're looking glam, girls. We are looking glam. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to do some highlight. So for highlight today, what are we going to use for highlighter today? Let's just go with, I want to use something old but like cute. So Huda Beauty, are you kidding me? Light Glow Obsessions mini face palette. This is such an old palette, but it's really pretty and I just want to use it a little bit. So I'm going to take a fluffier brush. Usually I use a smaller brush for my highlight, but today I'm like, okay, let's just use this. I'm using the first shade here. I'm not sure what the shade is, but I'm just going to put that on. And it's really pretty. It's not super crazy, but it is definitely very pretty. This would be nice for a gal that doesn't want a blinding highlight, but still wants, like, it is blinding, but it's not bad at all. I love a blinding highlight, to be honest. I just do. A little bit under the eyebrow, like this. Perfect. This look is super easy, but super glam. And super quick. Oh my god, I love this Patrick Doll so much. Put a little bit above the lip like this. Just gives a little extra something, a little extra poof. Okay, I think we are ready. Okay, guys, time for my final spritz. And for my final spritz, I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Love this. This is probably my third or fourth bottle. It feels so refreshing on the skin. I love it. Okay. And final step, never ever ever miss this step. I'm going to put in my T-zone the Innisfree No Sebum Mineral Powder. This is phenomenal for oily skin. Phenomenal. You can get it on Sephora or you can get it on Stylevana. On Stylevana, it's way cheaper. I don't know why, but it's way cheaper and it's the same product. Anyway, this stuff is great. Your T-zone will feel like the softest thing you've ever felt. So silky, so smooth. And it keeps the oils down. Like, this stuff is great. It's just airbrush. Like, everything, look how airbrushed it is. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty, guys. Go out and buy this. It's not expensive. I think on Stylevana, I got it for like $7 or something. On Sephora, it is more expensive, but if you're impatient, just get it from Sephora if you don't want to wait. You know what I'm saying? See my eyes watering, and it's just super annoying. Okay, good. Okay, guys, and for the lips, final touch, I'm going to be using this absolutely stunning, gorgeous Anastasia Beverly Hills gloss called Amber Sparkle. I have so many of these. I have the minis, I have the large ones. They always go on sale on the website, and I just buy them because, are you kidding me? Okay, stunning, and it tastes like cupcakes. Anyway, there we go. Look how beautiful the lips are. We are all done our full face of drugstore and high-end favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a comment, subscribe, hit the button, and we will be seeing you later on. I hope everyone has an amazing week. I'll have another video for you Thursday morning, I think. And I pray that everyone has a safe, healthy week. Take care, guys.